Oh shit. Yo, Wagwan people, Wagwan. I wasn't even gonna come in here today, because I was just gonna chill today. Real talk, I was just gonna fucking chill today. But today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. Hey, look, I saw this video. I saw this video on Facebook yesterday. I saw this video on Facebook here. And once again, I go to the comments. You know me. I love to go to these fucking comments just so I can see what the fuck people are saying, just so I can see how blind and dumb people are. And now I'm fully accepting. I'm fully accepting the truth now that the dumb are leading the blind. And then you could also flip it over as well. The blind are leading the dumb. Because this video I saw of this 18-year-old girl being dragged off a train, I think it was in New York or somewhere in the States. Again, that police state in America incorporated with 3Ks. America incorporated with 3Ks. People still don't understand, especially these Americans. They really still don't understand that America incorporated is a fucking experiment. It is a fucking experiment, and it's a police state. All right, pretty much, very much near on the way to being a martial law police state. So this video I'm watching now, you got this 18-year-old girl who was being dragged off the train by a police officer. Hear the fucking joke. Hear the fucking joke. She was being dragged off the train because she had her feet up on the available chairs opposite. Yeah. She was arrested because she had her feet on the train, on the seats opposite to where she was sitting. You know, most people do that to kind of get themselves comfortable. If you're on a train and you got seats in opposite you, you tend to put your feet up some of the times, right? People do that on a bus sometimes. On the double deckers, at the back of the double deckers, on the top of the double decker at the back, you used to have those seats where they face opposite. I still don't understand why they used to have those seats. It's fucking weird having some weirdo come all the way to the back seat and then sits right there and just stares at you for the whole fucking journey. But yeah, this girl, she was dragged off the train and arrested. 18 years old, dragged off the train and arrested for having her feet up. Now, it was the comments that done me over again. People justifying on why the police, 5-6 of them turned up later on why they were justified in manhandling her, the way they manhandled her. And then there was another innocent woman bystander who got involved in the whole altercation as well, because as a person of morality, you're looking at this shit and just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You lot are taking this too fucking far for having her feet up on the... Like, you can't even just write a fucking ticket. Not even just like, just let the thing fucking slide. Like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like, who gives a fuck? You couldn't just let the shit slide. You had to drag her off the train, and then you're trying to arrest her for all of this shit, ask for her ID and all of this shit. Hasn't exactly done a crime of any sort. But in the comments, people were justifying. People were actually bringing up certain sections in law statements on public transports and shits like that on why this 18-year-old deserved to be manhandled and arrested for having her feet up on the opposite fucking chair. People were justifying it. Justifying it. This is what I'm talking about. It's just like 85% of the fucking population is just dumb, deaf, and blind. Dumb, deaf, and blind for that shit to happen. You guys will probably see this video as well, because I think it was in the Metro's newspaper as well. It was in the Metro's newspaper because there was something else I was reading in the Metro newspaper. Remember the last video I did? Well, one of the last videos that I've done where I said relationships could get you killed. Once again, we have another story, people. Another sick fucking story of a relationship that fell apart and there was a victim in the whole shit. All right, there was this girl. What was her name again? Shit, I got it written down somewhere. Molly McLaren. All right, Molly McLaren, where CCTV footage captured her final moments outside of the gym where she worked and where she trained. All right, so she broke up with this guy who she was dating for, I think, 7 months or some shit like that. She broke up with him 12 days before her death. All right, so apparently now her ex-boyfriend was stalking her, basically stalking her, stalking her. Where she when she went to go and find a job at the gym as a one of the desk receptionists, he ended up fucking applying for a gym card at the very same gym she's just now applied for a job and shit like that. So he's pretty much stalking her as well, and she even confronted him about him stalking her. And then come to find out the CCTV camera caught him basically slashing her throat outside of the gym she worked at. And this is after he finished working out, so he's pretty much outside waiting for her to finish her shift. And then he attacks her, slashes her throat, and continuously, repeatedly stabs her in the head with a knife he bought from Asda 2 days earlier. Like, where... I don't even know what I can even say on this shit. Like, I don't even know what the hell I can say on this shit. Like, even people stalking your ex-boyfriends or stalking your ex-girlfriends, or even stalking your recent boyfriends and girlfriends by trying to find out what they're doing through by unblocking their phone or something like that, or setting one of your homegirls up that he's never met before to see if he'll end up doing anything with this. Like, bro, the world is fucked. It really is fucked. There was a couple more stories that I found out about as well, yeah, and it was like all of these stories that I found out about today, it was almost worthy for me to do a This Is The End part 6, I think. Is it part 5 or part 6? I can't even remember now. Shit. I can't even fucking remember. But it was almost close for me doing a This Is The End. It was that close. I was that close to doing one. Relationships can still get you killed, people. Because there was another story as well, actually, where it was this young beautiful Pakistani girl, man. She was basically murdered by her uncle, raped and murdered by her uncle, and then dismembered and thrown into a freezer, Kingston upon Thames. You guys probably saw this story as well somewhere. What was her name again? I wrote her name down somewhere as well. Celine Dukranin. Basically, her uncle raped and murdered her and dismembered her because I think apparently she was dating a Libyan, which the family wasn't too thrilled about. Being a Pakistani, you can imagine that she can only pretty much kind of marry either a Muslim or a Hindu. You see what I'm saying? So, a Hindu. Or maybe a Bengali. I'm not really too sure. There's too many factions of it. This is what I'm saying. Religion just fucks me over, man. There's too many factions of what you can and can't be doing through certain. It's freaking crazy. Because I've got a homeboy as well who's a Sikh, where it's like they have their sort of things where they don't really want their either their daughter or their son to marry a Hindu, being Sikhs, and it's just like, this shit is just wild to me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's absolute wild to me. But yeah, she was murdered by her uncle, and then he almost tried to kill her friend as well. Her friend managed to get away, and her friend managed to raise the alarm. Otherwise, we would have never heard about this story. Shit is fucking wild, people. Shit is fucking wild. And then I read about another story about a homeless man in Bournemouth. Who died after having his sleeping bag taken away by the actual council, because apparently he's not the only one. There have been many homeless people in Bournemouth who have been complaining about the council basically removing their sleeping bags in order to tidy up the area, rather than like I said when I speak about homeless people, rather than just giving them a frigging home for one of these empty warehouses and derelict buildings we have sitting all over the place. Instead of renovating that into somewhere for the homeless people to stay and to get their lives back on check and back in order, we'd rather just sweep them down the street, basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, let's just try and cover that shit. It's almost like the fucking movie Hot Fuzz. Let's just kill and destroy anything that gets involved with this town being the best town in the country or some shit like that. That's just how fucked it is. So this homeless man, who's only known as Kevin, ended up dying because they took his fucking sleeping bag, and he died from the fucking cold. Like, this is the shit. I was gonna literally do it. This is the end part, whatever the fuck I'm on right now. Like, trust me, because this shit is crazy, man. But, bro, like I said, man, check up on those stories though. Anyway, check up on those stories, man. I know quite a few of them are in the Metro, so that's why I read quite a few of them from in the Metro. But yeah, the story of the 18-year-old being pulled off the train by the police, and so many people justifying this shit. This is why I want to clobber people in the fucking head. This is why I want to just bang, clobber people right in the fucking head. Give me a big boy mallet, just pat. Because there's no speaking to these people. There really is no speaking to these people. They truly believe in what they are preaching. Like, they truly believe this shit. They truly believe that a 16-year-old boy deserves to be shot and killed in court for trying to protect his mother from being manhandled by the fucking cops. Like, people are justifying that too. People are justifying cops raping another cop and getting off for that shit. People are justifying a racist police officer sending texts to other racist police officers: if they're black, shoot them. Like, people are justifying it. 85% people, dumb, blind, and stupid. Dumb, blind, and deaf, and stupid. The blind leading the blind, man. So yeah, man, that's it, people, man. That's all I got to do today. That's all I got for you today, man. Trust me. But yeah, I might have another video again later on tonight on my lunch break. We'll see. But if not, Friday, 10 p.m. Make sure you're there. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna have my medicine. I hope you guys are there too, because I'm looking to get real wavy on that, man. I can't lie to you. January is like the longest fucking year of the month. How many months does January have, man? Fuck's sake. But look, man, my name's KMD, people. This is Rant Radio. Peace.